Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. Welcome to Morning Chat. Got us a cup of coffee this morning from Wawa. And look where I'm parked. I'm literally out here in the South 40. Look at them filing in over there. I'm not in anybody's way. Take a look at this. I am parked in the true South 40. In fact, I don't even know if they own that property there. Anyway, how you guys doing this morning? I've been up early. I'm all hopped up already. I had some coffee with Miss Jolene at the Tiki Hut this morning. She's an early riser. God bless her. She makes a couple of pots of coffee for us. But I'm on my way to the gym and shower up before another beautiful day of retirement, of doing what I want to do. And I promote everybody live a free life as quick as you can. I mean, you're born, you work 40, 50 years for somebody. The average age is 73. You die, you work 50 years, you got 11 years. You work till you're 67 is full retirement age. And then average age is 78, let's say. I mean, you got 11 years. Come on. Make the most of it. Live every day. Crush it. Anyway, yeah, it's beautiful here at Wawa this morning. They got the best coffee in the world. And by the way, thank you very much for the subscribers that do donate to the Buy Me a Coffee Fund. Coffee on you. I really appreciate it. And those are the best tasting coffees too. Anyway, before I go to the gym, I want to talk to you guys this morning about what my plans are this week. Okay, got messages coming in from Larry and Denise from Georgia. They're on their way back. They're leaving Orlando, the folks that came down to visit me the other day. I'm having lunch today with Miss Janine, who bought the little e-scooter, and I got the TV from her. We met right here at the Wawa. And today, I'm going to meet her and her husband, Jim, right down the road here at a place called Hive, H-I-V-E. It's a place that she said she's been wanting to try out for lunch today. And Miss Janine's a very interesting lady because we were texting at length yesterday about my travels, and I can pick her brain all day. Her and Jim have been everywhere. I mean, they're going to Iceland and somewhere else here soon, but they've been to Hawaii, they've been to the Grand Canyon. They informed me yesterday about Death Valley having water in it, a lake. People are kayaking, people are paddleboarding in Death Valley, the driest place on earth. Apparently, a lot of rain came and filled that place up with some water. It is expected to dry up and maybe even be dry before I ever get there. But if I take off, I definitely would like to see that. Also, Miss Janine motivated me and reminded me of the senior lifetime National Parks Pass that can be procured for $80. That's good for the rest of my life. You got to be 62 years old. You got to show proof of age. And ironically, right here in Boynton Beach on 441, just south of Boynton Beach Boulevard down here, is a national park that I can go and procure my pass that I'm going to do today. So during this week, I am going to be preparing, looking at maps. Miss Jolene gave me a nationwide map. I'm going to be thinking about the things that I need to pick up at Walmart. I'm going to be thinking about how I'm going to pack. I'd like to do something on the back of the crusher here as far as carrying the bike, because I'm unable to fold this down with the bike. And maybe the bike can go, the e-bike can go on the front of the teardrop. There's a big diamond plate box that's on there. Maybe that can be removed. Maybe I'll just leave it like I have it. Maybe I'll buy a front trailer hitch from U-Haul or have one delivered, and Ted can help me install it. He has one on his truck that you actually just put right on the front of your truck. And there's a trailer hitch there. And then you buy a bike rack, and I can carry the bike right up on the front grill. Should be plenty of airflow still coming in while pulling the teardrop. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of planning I want to be doing in my mind this week to prepare, because certainly if I get a good eye pressure reading on the 7th, when I see the doctor, my doctor, finally, one last time, after this great reading I got day before yesterday, or yesterday, whenever it was I went, I think it was day before yesterday. I mean, why wouldn't he say you're clear to travel, you're clear to go for a month or two before I need to see you again? But I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, maybe he's going to want to say I need to see you in 2 more weeks. I don't know. I hope not. I really do. So I'm going to do everything I can to convince him, if it's, safe at all for me to be, hundreds, thousands of miles away, can I go? Because I'm ready. Best cup of coffee I ever had in my life. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be organizing the truck, picking up some more of those, these like, where are they? Somebody was asking me about this, my clothes. Folks, that's a clothes rack. That's a clothes bar. That's what you use when you travel. You ever seen them in cars? I always wanted one. I've had one for years. They're awesome. All the things that you don't want to wrinkle, you hang on this clothes bar. And then I have bins and things that I put my pants and underwear and socks and all that kind of stuff rolled up. But things that I want to wrinkle, my shirts, go right here. And that's where they're going to stay forever while I'm traveling, because this is where clothes go. The Dometic fridge will be in here, and that's what we're going to do. That's how that works. A lot of you have inquired about that. Why are you driving around with what looks like a closet behind you? Because I'm traveling. I'm visiting down here right now. I don't live here. I am visiting, and I got put on hold. So rather than going back to Jacksonville, and I procured the little teardrop, which is like a second home, what I'm going to actually travel in. And Teddy and them want me to stay there, and while I'm here and get my eye together. It's just all God's work. It's just all coming together. So that's the answers. That's why. But when I leave here, if I get the green light next week, I will have all I need to be ready from here. Hook up the teardrop, head to Jacksonville, stop by the Crasher, pick up all the additional things that I need, make sure everything is safe. Air conditioning is put up on high. I don't want any mildew or anything like that. I got 2 neighbors that watch over my property. I've got everything up there fine. I talked to them yesterday. Everything is just fine. All my water's turned off. Rent's paid. Everything is fine. Everything is coming together. That's the way I planned it. That's a line from What About Bob? Richard Dreyfuss. If you haven't seen that movie, it's hilarious. Again, another one of my sayings. So we had a little sprinkle this morning. I had my awning out. I got to share something with you that come with the teardrop. I had it out all day yesterday. The winds have been low. I don't have it tied down with any guy lines or anything, so I was a little concerned about if wind came up, it would blow it over easily or throw it back over the back of the teardrop. We don't want that. So I folded it up this morning and put it away. And yesterday I procured, it's on order from Walmart Plus, which is just like Amazon. And here's a little tip for you folks. I know I have an Amazon link, and if you use it, I get a commission. Thank you very much. But if you go on Walmart and join Walmart Plus, it's just like Amazon. They shop worldwide. I think Amazon is kind of high on things. I think they think that everybody just, presumes that Amazon's the only game in town, the only way to go. And even though you can get some free shipping, I think the prices of certain products are kind of high. So I went on Walmart and I found this 10 by 10 Easy Up canopy. That's what I procured. I made a room edition. I'm going to be putting this up. It's a lot easier than the room edition that came with my teardrop that the gentleman gave me when I bought it, and even easier than putting that awning out. I can just set this up. It's one of those easy ups like you see at art festivals and stuff, people that sell things. They stand underneath this little shelter. It's a 10 by 10 and it's 8.5 feet tall. But guess what? It's got 4 side curtains on it, and 2 sides have windows. So it's white. It looks like a church. Looks like somewhere you'd have a wedding in. That was the only color. It was on sale. It was a flash sale. I bought it $100, and it's the heavy duty kind. They go for $200-300. So that'll go in the back of the truck or inside the teardrop. And then when I get to where I'm at, even for an overnighter, it's nothing to put one of these up. They go up in a couple of minutes with 2 people, but you can do it with 1. You just gotta know what you're doing. And it has a roof, it's waterproof. I can get out there. It's 10 by 10, that's a lot of square footage for 1 person. I can put my chairs out there. I've got a couple little folding tables. I have camp tables. I can put it up real close to the teardrop door if I want, and have like a little place to pop out and sit where I don't have to sit inside that if I'm sequestered due to inclement weather. I can even put my TV at the doorway and sit there and watch the television. I've got Bluetooth stereo. I can have my speakers going and listen to music. I can read a book. I can do whatever I want. In fact, it's so big, I can use my portable grill, my propane grill, on a table without worrying about the heat rising and burning it or anything, because it's so high. And it's just going to be perfect for someone with a teardrop. Because if you only have that little camper I have, and you come out of it, which you will first thing when you wake up, there's nothing else to do in there but sleep in there. And I mean, you can lay down and watch TV. It's very comfortable and fun, and I've done that a couple of times. I mean, I do it every night before I go to bed. I don't just go in there and lay down. I watch TV a little bit. You have this extra room now that you can come out, and it's like an addition, like having the Crasher with me. It's another big room with sidewalls, so it'll block out the wind, the rain, and it's private, and there's no floor in it. It's on the ground, but that's fine. That's totally fine. So I'm really excited about that. That'll be delivered before I leave here, before my next doctor's appointment. I'll be getting that. And I also got these little, for like $13, these 4 sandbags that Velcro to the legs of the old 10 by 10 Easy Up that you fill up with sand or rocks or whatever debris that's near you that weighs 20-25 pounds. I think those little bags hold. And you just Velcro those around the legs if you don't want to use guy lines and stake it down so it doesn't blow away. I'm not really going to be putting it up in very high winds or anything anyway. But anyway, that's my latest addition that'll be adding to the teardrop that should make it very, very comfortable and very useful during the travels. My travels, well, I'll be talking, like I said, to Miss Janine and Jim today at lunch about all the places they've been around the U.S. They were even talking about Michigan and places you wouldn't think of. She said the Great Lakes areas are beautiful, and I'll be glad to take your input if you have ideas. I kind of repeat the same trip over my life every time I travel. I take the southern route across the country. I come into Albuquerque and go on across into the Grand Canyon, Flagstaff, and then I get all the way out to Vegas and California, and then I'll go up the coast up to Big Sur, and then I hit the Sierra Nevada mountains and go into Tahoe, and then back down the 395 to Death Valley, and that kind of loop I've done over and over and over. But I've never been to like Maine. I've never been to Michigan. I've never been to Colorado. So I would like to absolutely. I mean, all I'm basically doing is driving my truck. That teardrop isn't even back there. I'm not dragging that 7,000 pound Flagstaff. And when I hit those grades, those mountains, I'm just driving my truck. But I happen to be pulling a beautiful Fort Apache behind me, a campground, a fully self-contained little teardrop, and then that new annex room. It's going to be fantastic. I was telling Jolene this morning, I look forward to getting there in the back with that galley and cooking up breakfast and making things on the grill. And all of these things will be all videoed, and it will really bring the outside experience more than just pulling in with a big, beautiful camper and sitting inside with my fireplace and my 3 bedrooms and, you know, everything like that. This is going to be actually more fun to me. While a lot of you think that, oh, you know, what about the bathroom? What about the showers? What about that? Folks, you got to be tough. Okay, I have a bathroom. I have a thing. I have another thing. I've got gym memberships. I got sponge baths. I can carry 24 gallons of water on the bottom of that teardrop in a big water cell. That's a lot of water that you're not using except for washing some dishes and filling up a couple of gallons to pour over your head with a gallon water jug. And that's what I used to do when I surfed, is we would come out of the ocean, we'd take half a gallon, hang on. We'd take half a gallon of water, pour it straight on the top of your head, get yourself wet, soap all up. I've got that canopy room that I can be private in if I'm not, you know, if I'm around other people, where I can, you know, strip down, soap all up. Then you take 1 gallon of water, a regular gallon of water, and, you know, maybe leave it out in the sun a little bit, pick your time when the water is, you know, lukewarm, and you can simply pour that over the top of your head. It takes a while for it to empty, actually, and it will rinse you like you've never been rinsed before. And you just simply rinse all the soap off, dry off. You're as good as any shower, believe me. And then when I'm near LA Fitnesses or Planet Fitnesses or whatever like that, I'll certainly want to pop in, work out, and get some self-esteem, get a pump going, which I can't wait to get back at. Do my showering, use the facilities, everything I need. So, not to mention, forgot to tell you about this. Did I say it already? I'm buying the Lifetime Pass National Parks thing. Yeah, today for $80. So I can go into all the national parks, and if I camp there, most of those have showers and bathrooms and stuff like that. And so, you know, even if I don't have electric, 5,000 watts right back here, baby. Yeah, runs on propane and gasoline. It's gonna be an experience. It's gonna be such an experience, I ain't coming back. I'm staying out there, I'm gonna see it all, do it all, because once the horse returns back to the stable, they don't really, you know, maybe want to go back out again for a while. So while it's a little bit, you know, unknowing and a little bit unnerving and kind of, I don't know, honestly, a little scary. You know, you worry about the trailer trouble, the car trouble, tires, this and that. We were talking the other night with Luke. He traveled the oceans, the world, in a sailboat. And he said the first 3 days he was scared out of his pants. You know, sleeping at night and the boat out there in the ocean by himself. It's the same way traveling, you know, but after a few days of it, it's going to be fine. So I'm really excited. Also, truck stops. They're open 24 hours a day, those Flying J's and what's the name of those big ones? You know, there's big ones when you travel. They're not around here because this is kind of in the city. They invite you to stay overnight in the front where the cars are. The truckers are in the back. And so you can stay without worrying about anybody knocking on your window or towing you or anything like that. And they have 24-hour facilities, open 24 hours for coffee, snacks, ice, whatever you need. So I think between all of those options that I have, if I have to sponge bath or do without one day, you know, in between getting somewhere, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And, you know, and rolling by yourself is going to be fun. You don't have to worry about somebody else and their needs and, you know, double the issues and all that, and double the storage and double the everything, and double the usage of food and water. And so I'm just by myself. I think I've got the right little setup here. I certainly have a reliable vehicle. It's still going to be somewhat of a thirsty vehicle, even without anything behind it. It's not a very economical vehicle. I could travel with that little teardrop with a RAV4. I don't even need this big truck. but I do have a big camper that it will have to be towed again eventually, and I may decide to travel with it on my next chapter, my next deal. Maybe I'll sell the Teardrop. Maybe I'll say, never again. I don't know, but I'm not, willing to gamble on that. I'm gonna try it, and I think it's gonna be great. I've been enjoying sleeping in it every night at Ted and Jolene's. I had a great night's sleep last night. Oh, also, I ordered on Walmart 800 thread count bedclothes, sheets. It came with 4 pillowcases, the fitted sheet, the top sheet, and the cover sheet. And Jolene told me that those cheap polyester ones or whatever I have, it came with that bedspread I bought at Walmart, will make you sweat. And I'm getting the mattress pad. That I didn't get yet. I'll pick that up this morning when I go over to Walmart. Yeah, I'm going to Walmart. And so I'll have the pad on there, some 800 thread, and they're sateen. They got that little bit of shine to them, So I'm going to have a fantastic bed. And a good night's sleep is very important to be able to travel every day. And I was telling her this morning, working the camp, setting everything up with the Easy Up, making your bed every morning, cooking, outside, videoing, riding the e-bike, taking walks. I'm going to get a backpack, taking some trail walks, doing all these things. These motions, these actions are not only good mentally, but physically. You're going to see a body transform. When I come back, I'm going to be tanned, I'm going to be strong, I'm going to be fit, I'm going to be awesome, because that's the way I want to be. And that's what will happen through the actions that I'm going to be taking, because I'm going to be an active person. I'm not going to be just sitting around, pulling a camper into a campground and going in and sitting on the chair and maybe coming out at night and having a little fire and sitting out there. This is going to be work, fun times, washing the dishes at the galley, what's it called? A galley in the back, and barbecuing and all these things. But mainly, I want to get out and do some hiking. I want to go to these national parks, and even though the e-bike is not exercise, I can explore around and check everything out and video it, and then take walks. Maybe I'll get to the point where I can start jogging again, take myself a little trot every morning. Do what I need to do for me. Eat healthy. I'm going to buy food instead of stopping at McDonald's and all these kind of places on the road. No. First of all, that's a terrible expense. And the way to save money when you're going to go out and do what I'm going to do is to make your own food. I'll cut up some green and red peppers, and I'll have some snacks in those little sealable lid Tupperware things. No chips and all these carbs and stuff like that. I will try to be healthy, tuna sandwiches, whatever. I'm going to try and do the best I can. It's going to be a work in progress. It may be a little slow starting, but these are my plans, these are my goals, and I'm telling you, I'm definitely going to crush it.